In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the 10 mental updates or 10 mental upgradation which we are required in order to hit or achieve our goal in 2025, because the operating system of our mindset or our behavior, our skill sets and our consciousness is the only thing that is getting us coming in the way of achieving our goals. And if we are operating from the old level of consciousness of the mindset, and if you're not upgrading from our thoughtful perspectives, our worldview and our approach and attitudes to the goals and our personal growth, then it is very it will become the as it is what we have been through the 2024 or the past years, and we should look back and we should be reflect back in that why I'm not able to achieve the goal or which is I have set for myself, even despite knowledge, expertise, or the intelligence or the whatever the desires we should have. So fast forward, I'm going to one by one to describe each of the 10 things, five things, and then I will give some pointers based on that, so that we can cultivate the new upgraded mindset or the mental upgradation which is going to help us thrive and achieve our goal altogether. Okay, the first, intentional prioritizations. Start each day by identifying the top three or top T needle moving task or the activity which is must align with your goal or the intention for the quarter or the month or whatever you are working on specific project itself. This focuses our energy and attention to the what truly matter to us. Number two is time blocking. Yes, once we set the priority, we should we if we know that this is the third thing that is I'm going to finish today without any negotiation, without anything, then we have to must allot or block the time for those three tasks or the four tasks, and schedule specific blocks of the time of the task, and to reduce the decision fatigue and create the structure to work in a structured way. Number three is mindful moments. Incorporate short mindfulness activities or exercise throughout the day to enhance focus and reduce the stress, because we cannot sit down and work all together for the more than 6 hours, 7 hours, 4 hours like that. To shift or to stay focused, we need to some kind of movement in between there, so that our body is not body is get away from the working more to the mindful mode, and it will help us to going even intense on the next block of the time. Number four, the distraction or the detox. How we can detoxify the distractions. Identify our biggest distractions coming internally or from the externally, and create the strategy or tool to minimize them, like a phone limit or the screen time or the designated workplace or ideal or conducive environment or the uh, physical sign or the language board to the our teammates. It is all crucial to remove the distraction at the first place. Number five is active breaks. Instead of passively scrolling, or take active breaks that rejuvenate you, and short walks like a short walks or stretching or the quick chat, all these things are the it like a bonus buffer to enhance or create our to give the maximum output. Apart from that, number two, mindset and resilience. How we can conquer, how we can feel how we can stay motivated, updated, despite all the challenges we are struggling in the same time. So cultivating the optimism, practice gratitude and focus on solution, not on the problem. If we are focusing so much on the problem, that we are draining our energy to the problem itself, and at that moment in that scene we cannot our ability to having solution, our ability to integrate or internalize the solution from the ourself from the other self is declining eventually. A positive mindset fuels the resilience. Embrace the challenge. We are sometimes very afraid of failure or being stuck, or what will it happen by imprinting or imagining the final output in advance even before we starting the work. And those kind of resistance is the jumping, or we can say that the roadblocks for the mindset resilience mindset. So we have to embrace the change. We have to accept that we are challenge our opportunity, and it is here to help us but not making us worse and dumpster at all. And growth and learning and the relearning or the unlearning rather than obstacles. Number 8 is self compassion. We should not lost in the a jungle of work and work, and treat ourselves with the same kindness you would offer to the friend or somebody is human but is likely to be going to like. And we should not just be rudy or the ruthless or the hard, beating up self on ourselves in order to finish, in order to show up, in order to prove ourselves. And we setting the boundaries high, so much high expect, so much unrealistic expectation, that we are dealing also to the point where it is become unbearable, intolerable, and is ultimately going to crack our mental health, our mental well-being on the same time. So this is for that reason we need to have a self-compassion and failure as a feedback. In all the tools and technology in software, all the task, automated task, or the SOPs or the sequences are become on the feedback loop, because feedback is the thing where we can get one insight, two insights, or the repetitive insights of back drawbacks or the benefits. Based on that drawbacks and the feedbacks, we can iterate, we can practice, we can experiment, we can eliminate, and we can move through, we can move past through the error and mistakes and analyze the setbacks without judgment, extract lessons learned, and adjust your approach accordingly. So this is the requirement of the feedback. And growth mindset, we are stuck, or we are so much engrossed in the limiting belief which is proposed on us from the society, from the our upbringing. But instead of, we should cultivate the growth mindsets, where we have to believe in our ability, capacity, and competency in order to improve, in order to take risk, in order to solve the problem what we are dealing with. And this empowers you to embrace the new challenge and learning and creativity. When it's come to learning and creativity, curiosity is the key. Asking the questions, or to try to figuring out, experiment, and explore the new topics or the new domain, which will helping us to support our own core domain by cultivating the multi-perspective attitude for our job or our work itself. And knowledge expansion, reading the books, meeting with the people in the same core, networking with the people, or learning some new skills from the podcast or from the books, articles, blogs. Somebody are going in forums or interacting with the forums and taking participates in the external skill enhancements, training programs, or seminars. All these things have been the uh, fundamental things to gain knowledge, expand our knowledge, and become more expertise and more exponentially growth we can cultivate based on that knowledge expansion. And the creative exploration, engaging in activities that spark our curiosity, spark our hone our skill, and utilize our skill based soft skills or our core technical skills, where this curiosity hunting or curiosity networking is the key thing to use. Idea general, keep a notebook or a diary, or capture the idea or the insight or the aha moments or the inspirations, or the review it regularly to spark the new connection. Because as a learner, as a knowledge worker, we are so much lost in the only information gaining, but we never try to connect the dot or connect the insight with the specific problem. So that's how we journaling is the key thing to have in the day-to-day basis. And seeking the diverse perspective, if you are dealing or doing all this thing with a single-minded perspective, or the on the same or the one level of conscious effort or operating system, then it is not helpful. We should diverse, we have to, because world is becoming so much dynamic, people are becoming dynamic, there is a lot of difference and rigidity over there. And if you are not able to embrace all these things, then engaging and if working effectively with our single-minded approach is not going to work. So engaging, interacting, converging with the people become the key things to cultivate. And well-being and self-care, prioritizing our sleep, nourishing our body, and having sparing time with our hobbies or the movement of our body, digital well-being and mindful relaxation all together is the key thing to be know and to practice.